I'm so excited to tell you all the great progress that IBM has made in their storage portfolio over the last 24 months. I'm elated to see the investment in that particular area. And some of the things that we're doing for our customers is we're able to, I don't know if anyone kind of knows about the DS8800, but it's the latest frame-based storage by IBM, and they've done some exciting things in there. They're offering Easy Tier, which is the ability to have the infrastructure itself understand what the workload is and be able to move data to the right tier of storage. And the great news about that is it all happens automatically. So as long as the system's set up to use Easy Tier, the good news is if I have an ERP environment, an Epic environment, no matter what the environment is, the storage platform, it will automatically move the workload to the right set of disk and the right performance characteristics. The other piece I'm excited about is just what they're doing with their management tools with TPC, TPC for disk, TPC for data, and for replication. They've done a great job with their management tools, and we continue to see XIV thrive out in the market and in our customer base. I think the other piece that I really like about XIV is their ability to virtualize and offer a migration tool. So for customers that are trying to get off a lot of disparate storage subsystems, you can use the migration tool that's available on XIV, virtualize it for a period of time, move it onto the XIV disk, and then get it out of the infrastructure. So that's an exciting thing. I'm also really pleased to see that IBM is committed to the user interface and making the management of their storage subsystems a lot easier. I'm sure you've heard also about the V7000, which is their mid-range storage platform, and we're excited to see that they've ported a lot of their enterprise tools into the mid-tier, and the V7000 specifically is a great platform for a lot of the applications that we're seeing in the market. And we also, as an example, we're using the V7000 as the back end to Protect Tier. And Protect Tier is IBM's virtual tape library, and we're seeing tremendous performance statistics out of that particular configuration. My team and I have actually architected 3 different solutions for our customers that we're deploying in Q1 of this year, and so I'm excited to see that. I'm also actually visiting the Executive Briefing Center this week with a customer that's looking at, in that particular case, that customer is an Epic Cache environment, and we're going to be doing some V7000 on the back end with Protect Tier testing. We're also testing the clustering and the cartridge-based replication within Protect Tier. So all great things coming out of the storage infrastructure for IBM. And we're also happy to hear that the IBM relationship with NetApp is still going strong, and IBM continues to offer the N series. And what we're doing with the N series, great news about that is there's 2 ways to architect the N series. You can do a complete box, so you can have the N series controller with its own storage backend, and you can also use the N series as a gateway and attach it to a DS8800 or an XIV or a V7000 or you name it. So the good news about that is more recently our team architected a solution for, there was a 13-site remote environment for one of our customers, and we're looking at putting an N series at each of one of those plant locations, and we're going to consolidate back or replicate back that infrastructure to the core, which is their corporate data center, and we're using SnapMirror to do that. The outlying sites are strictly using CIFS and NFS data, so it's very easy to manage, and we can use Operations Manager that's available in the N series to be able to manage all of those different platforms and those different sites. And so the good news about that is we can use IP-based replication for all the disparate sites out there, and then we can consolidate all of that back to the infrastructure. Then if we wanted to cascade for DR, the customer has the option to do that. The other part that we're also doing a lot with is the intelligent-based application tools that are available in N-Series. We're doing it with Snap Manager for Oracle, Exchange, SQL, SharePoint, SAP, The good news is we're making it, N-Series is making it easier for customers to do nightly backup recovery with the snapshot technology. We're also able to leverage FlexCone within the Snap Manager products, so that way a customer can actually take a copy of their data, either clone their data or use snapshots of their data to do end-of-month reporting, decision support, development and test, you name it, we can do it. And so that's the great thing about IBM and N-Series. We've got a lot of experience and expertise and a lot of example deployments, and most customers don't have the capital expenditure to do everything at once, but the good news from a key perspective is our job is to architect a long-term enterprise architectural design. So generally we're doing phased-based deployments. So in this first year we're going to be taking them from the Windows general purpose file servers that are out in the remote sites along with their print servers, and we're consolidating onto an N-Series. And on that N-Series, we're offering the CIFS and NFS data, so customers are able to leverage that data and at the location, and then we're using SnapMirror to take that back to the enterprise, and then we're able to cascade that to a DR as required. So good things happening with N-Series and IBM as well, and we're excited about it.